First of all, I'm born and bred in Miami. I was born on South Beach and I love this city. There's everything special about this city. But as it relates to the home building world, it's really a tale of two cities.
So as the leading home builder in the United States, what can Lennar do? What is Lennar doing to make home buying more affordable and more seamless and more user-friendly?
So the answer is we think about that every single day. It is our calling as home builders, as the production machine in the country, to think about ways to make homes more affordable. We're looking and challenging ourselves to think about the production cycle, how we can make it a lot more efficient. We're working at ways to do that. As you know, Lennar purchased another company, Cal Atlantic, earlier this year. It was all about creating size and scale in local markets. Using that scale, we're able to reconfigure the way we're building homes, from architecture to the way that lumber's delivered, to the way that homes are assembled in the field, to drive down the costs associated with that build and hopefully build more affordable product.
What about the millennial buyer, Stuart? Is the millennial buyer somehow different from the previous generation of home buyer?
So initially, John, the millennial buyer presented as very different. Every generation for the last decades has postponed getting married and having children a year, 2 years, 3 years later than the prior generation. But for the millennials, it was even later. It was 4, 5, and 6 years later. Some of that was just natural progression. Some of it related to the economic downturn. But many speculated the millennial generation would be very different than prior generations. In fact, now that they've started getting married and having children, we're starting to see that the trends are very similar. Migrating from in the city and rental to outside where the schools are plentiful, the parks exist, the little leagues are vibrant. Migrating out to the suburban areas is very much a part of what's happening with the millennial generation today, just like generations past, and they're starting to buy rather than rent.
Why is it so difficult to trade in a home compared to trading in a car? I just don't understand that.
Well, homes are expensive. And so, number one, there has to be a reservoir of capital that is put together to actually buy homes in bulk. And then pricing homes using traditional mechanisms is a very human-focused endeavor. We're working with a company called Open Door. It's best in class. They have an automated valuation model that they use to make offers on homes. They transact, they have a capital reservoir to buy homes, and then again, using technology, their hold period is driven down by their ability to then resell the home into the market. The technologies around the purchase, the hold, the capital reservoir, and the sell are constantly being refined. And as we get better, you're going to be able to sell your home as easily and seamlessly and frictionlessly as you do your car and your phone.
And that, of course, would enable us to trade up and move that much more frequently, which would make life a lot more fun, right?
Absolutely. I think the biggest impact, so many people think it's better to rent because I don't have to go through that buy and sell process.
Right.
We're going to take that friction out of the system.
Fantastic. Let me ask you one final question. Is there anything exciting or special about Miami and the South Florida market when it comes to home building and real estate?
Well, first of all, I'm born and bred in Miami. I was born on South Beach and I love this city. There's everything special about this city. But as it relates to the home building world, it's really a tale of two cities. We have the eastern side of the city that is primarily dominated by the condo world. We have a great many people that love living on the eastern side of the city, the proximity to the coast, and all the activity of downtown. We also have a vibrant second home market there, but we also have the suburban side, the western side of the city that is also vibrantly connected and engaged with providing workforce housing for people who want to live in this city, in this climate. and enjoy the proximity to all of the other benefits of the city.
Right. Fantastic. Stuart, thanks again for being with us today. Thank you.
Pleasure to be here.